folks. We're back. That's all, folks. We're back on the podcast feed. We're here to another SEO show.
I need a photo opportunity. I want a shot of redemption. Don't want to end up a cartoon radio.
Well, I'm here with Zach Show Live.
It's going on with Zach Show Live.
And I'm here with Kyle.
Can I get a Hoya?
Using it before. If you be my bodyguard, I can be alone.
Okay, so this is the SEO show. This is the show where we look at current events. We look at Google trending searches. We look at the top of the digital charts, and we sort of just tell you what we think about it. Most of the time, it's sports, which we'll see. It's a sports show.
It's mainly a sports show. No, you lost.
We've never talked about it. You guys have talked about sports one time.
You lost a little steam there. You guys know where you're at. If you're here, you already know. We're going to take a look at the trends, give our opinions. They're important, so you should pay attention. But yeah, we pulled up a Google search, trends on Google, and this is cutting edge stuff. I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit happening in the world, and you don't know anything right now. You're a blank slate.
Inside navigation. If you be my bodyguard.
All right.
That was we've never played that.
It's a music bed.
We've never played that much.
All right.
Really already demonetized.
You don't get demonetized on podcasts. Also, it's like somebody's video from YouTube, so they're not going to catch me. Catch me outside.
Damn, I'm not even prepared. I actually do have my computer. Guess I'll pull it up here in a second.
You guys, right now, I'm kind of feeling caught in the middle, you know? Caught in the middle of, COVID,
Are you trying to make a reference to something?
Was that the song? Was I caught in the middle?
That song I was just listening to?
Isn't it? Oh, wait. I'm thinking of a different song.
Welcome to the podcast.
Theme song to the show,
That's the theme song for every episode of this show. So it's "Call Me Out" by Paul Simon. He sponsors the show. He pays for the show.
Wait, pays for...
He pays me.
But I've listened to
I'm
this
paid.
song. I've listened to your podcast before and never heard this song. When you guys
It's all a cover. It's a different version. Paul Simon owns the rights to that song. He wrote this music, but other people are covering his music.
Yeah, but I've listened to the SEO show and I don't remember this being the intro.
Are you kidding me?
I guess it's been a while.
All right.
Well, if anyone else has heard, let us know if you had never heard that before, because maybe no one's been hearing the pod. Maybe you've been listening to the wrong podcast.
It was when it was on Anchor.
It's on every platform. You can find us on Spotify, home of Joe Rogan. Let's hear it up for Joe.
Well, we're actually, I probably shouldn't say this now, but we're actually stepping over to solely being on stemplayer.com.
But these are going to be high quality waveforms, and you'll be able to split mine and Zach's track will be on a different stem.
If you want to, you could just listen to one of us. Maybe you're like, I like the one guy. Yeah, I think that's.
So,
I'm trying to pull up the trend. I forgot how to pull up the trends. It's been so long.
I honestly forgot to.
I'm trying. I'm clicking around on Google.
Yeah, trending searches. It's on the sidebar.
Already, there's so much going on in the world. To start, there's a war going on. I don't even know.
Kanye just got divorced.
I feel uncomfortable even speaking about war and with another country as just a cis male.
Thing about me is, as you know, I'm sort of like a war nerd. I've read all the War and Peace. I've read Art of War. I've read
War of the
Worlds.
You just finished Boba Fett.
True, Star Wars. So
Song War Pigs.
No, I really know nothing about war.
Nah, I know that some people are mad because it's always the interesting thing that happens, like social media. People post things in support, and then people get in trouble because it's like, it's weird. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Because they don't know enough about the
Yeah, pretty much. Or about that subject, and they feel like they have to like somehow voice their opinion and voice in support, or I mean,
I know. I try to stay out of it, but then I also feel like I'm maybe the bad guy for staying out of it. Like I've chosen the side of indifference, which is maybe evil. I don't know.
I recently heard Conan say that he doesn't want to even be in that world. He said he just wants to make people laugh. He doesn't want to be in the world of like politics in any way. But he's like, because I shouldn't be.
Yeah, I feel the same way, but then I also feel like a responsibility as a human to like take a side, but also like I don't know if I'd ever feel. I mean, I think I would know what side I'm on.
I mean, I think you guys probably all know that. I mean, we stand with Putin.
We stand Putin? Is that what you said? Or we stand with him and we stand him. That's what this podcast's been about from the beginning.
Take it as you will.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to be controversial here, but I'm standing with Putin here.
Hey, Ukraine bring the pain 2022.
That's a new voice. That's Matt. We're here with Matt on the podcast.
What's going on, y'all? I'm eating a sweet potato.
He's eating a big sweet potato. That's sort of like, we heard that's a new audio technique that a lot of podcasters are doing.
This is why I took a break from podcasting, because I already am getting canceled because I said that.
Does he stand with Putin?
Yeah. No, I mean obviously
he's a powerful man with a.
We've just been talking about it, and it's wild and it's fucked. And I'm still trying to find the trend, so give me a second here.
You want me to help?
I got this. Leave me like what down? Oh, the
Go to that little
sidebar.
hamburger menu, and then you're gonna go on trending searches.
See, this is gonna help everyone because everyone was kind of like.
You go to trends.google.com.
Okay,
Again,
number one. I mean,
Shane Warne. Is that what you're seeing?
cricket legend. It's sports. This
is a sports show.
I don't know.
I hate
anything
that
about,
this is a sports show.
I don't know much about cricket.
I actually know a lot about cricket. I've read cricket of.
I like the nickname cricket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just as like somebody's name.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I feel like I could use like a cricket in my friend group.
Yeah, I would tell you about this legend of cricket. Dies at 52, but unfortunately I'm not subscribed to the New York Times.
Australian man. I mean, that's sad. I mean, that's all I can say about that, to be quite honest. I think we should move on.
Shout out to the New York Times for having the #1 spot, but I can't see your article.
Kyle, you know about
cricket?
tennis. Oh, this is cricket.
I like the cricket bat. I mean, you know what the cricket bat looks like, right?
You see this New York Times photo, he's screaming, and it looks
it
kind of reminds me of like a John McEnroe, and I immediately thought tennis. It's not. It says an Australian cricket player.
Oh.
Cricket's the flat bat. It seems tough to hit with that bat. Easier or harder? I don't know. I've always wanted to play it because of the bat.
So it's actually more sports. Smells like a fart.
Yeah,
No.
someone farted over here.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Smells like, dude, that smells like big fucking potato or whatever.
It was just 4 dogs in here. It definitely could have been.
You guys, podcast listeners are so lucky right now.
All right, let's move on. Dua Lipa.
I'll make it known.
Dua Lipa, #3. Love Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I saw her. She was on Jimmy Fallon, and she had like a really sexy outfit on. I mean, everyone in the world loved it. So God bless her.
Dua Lipa is kind of the only good thing happening in the world right now.
Maybe Dua Lipa could go like work some wonders over there on like the border of Russia. You know what I mean? Like if anyone can do it, it's her.
So maybe Maybe she could seduce Putin.
That's not the best idea, but not the worst idea either.
Maybe seduce Putin. Maybe put a little anthrax on her lips. Give him the kiss of death.
Okay, yeah, that's like a that's like a Bond move, I think.
You're like a Catwoman move.
Speaking of Bond, Catwoman, there's
new Batman in the news.
Catwoman in the news.
I downloaded a cam of it. We got the Batman 720 cam rip English X1XB bet is the. I'll give you guys a little taste of the audio from it right now.
All right. Okay.
It sounds like shit. It looks like shit.
I'm just reading through. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know.
Are you trying to see what's up with Dua Lipa?
We were talking about it. Everyone's been doing it, and I'm just gonna follow suit. You know, who's your Batman?
Who's my Batman?
Who is the Batman that you identify with? You know, who is the Batman that you grew up with?
You know who it was? My teacher growing up, Mr. Peters, Bleed. Nah, I don't know.
Mr. Peters, Bleedus, and always pushed us forward.
My Batman is all the teachers in my life that believed in me and were there for me.
My Batman was Michael Keaton. Yeah.
I told you I don't like Michael Keaton, but
You know, I actually recently watched a series about the opioid crisis with Michael Keaton, like a new series, and I really liked it. I actually like high key fucks with Michael Keaton, so I'm proud to have him as my Batman. And I said it, and I'll say it again. Danny DeVito is my Oswald Cobblepot.
that's actually true for me. That is actually true. But my Batman, I've never really liked a Batman.
I'm pretty impartial. I mean, I just really like that movie was good. I seen at the beginning.
I like the movies.
And yeah, the Tim Burton series, the Tim Burton film, The Batman. Is that what it was?
I think that his was, he had two Batmans. Batman 1, it wasn't called Batman, it was called Batman. And then Batman Returns. And then another director, I think, did the third.
I think just the first shot, whenever like it's the baby in the river, and then like it goes down into the sewer, and then it's Penguin. That scene's just good.
That whole movie is good, but I'm saying I do like that movie. That's my favorite movie, Batman Returns. But
Yeah.
I think Michael Keaton isn't a good Batman to me. He was like he looks like Beetlejuice. He looks scary. Like he didn't look cool.
Totally.
Maybe he's supposed to look a little bit scary.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of the point.
I didn't think he looked scary in the right way. I guess he looked like the Joker,
like a guy. You know what I mean? And you're just like, damn, that's Batman. Holy shit! Like he was kind of scary.
But do you remember how like Jack Nicholson was the Joker in the first Batman, which was also Michael Keaton? And I feel like both Michael Keaton and freaking Jack Nicholson look really similar. Like I feel like Michael Keaton could have easily played the Joker and done a really good job. He was recently Beetlejuice.
I agree with that. But here's my next question: Michael Keaton or Dua Lipa?
Definitely Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I think everyone would probably agree with that. Could we see maybe Dua Lipa as the next Batman? When are they going to make Batman a Batwoman?
I think they did have Batwoman in one of the 90s ones. Batgirl.
they?
Well, she was just in one of the... It was in like... I think in the movie Batman and Robin. I think it had Batwoman too. Might be making that up.
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny this, but I will say I'm just scrolling through the top charts here.
Are you going to go on to the Future Nostalgia Tour?
I think the tickets are out.
Oh.
I'm not.
How much do you think it costs?
I mean, it's gonna be stadium, so like probably $200 for like a decent ticket. I mean, she's a star. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But so we're looking at the number 5, 6. It's crazy that the people just search celebrities. That's really what everyone's searching right now. Like, look, we got 6, Julia Fox, this woman that was dating Kanye for a minute. and Kanye has just kind of been consistently in the news, so she's up there. I don't really want to talk about that or talk about Julia Fox, but I will say that we did almost go to the Ye's performance in Miami, and based on what happened, I'm glad I didn't end up buying like a $300 ticket. But I still I'm a big fan. I would have went. I just didn't want to spend the cashola.
So we're gonna pay about $100 for the Dua Lipa concert if we want to get on the floor. You willing to pay that?
100?
It's actually she's not coming in. We're in Florida right now, and she's not coming anywhere near us, so we can't go.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not like dying to go to that show or anything, but let's scroll down here on the list. What do you got? It's a lot of celebrities, which I'm just like, I guess that's all anyone cares about now, and it's odd because there's no Russia-Ukraine crisis or anything here. Like, are people using Bing now? I don't know.
What are you talking about? Like, why nobody's searching
top
for
searches? Yeah,
top searches aren't like the war.
They're just celebrities. Like, am I crazy?
That is very crazy, actually. But I guess let's say what day it is. March 4th, 2022.
Shit.
It's been happening for about a week or so now. So, like, I feel like people are over it and they're back to, like, Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I mean, my memory was basically erased when I saw her in that outfit, so I get it. Yeah, looks like... wow. Okay. Nuclear power plants. I think this is some news what happened in Ukraine. Let's dive into this a little bit. This is
what are you not? You're not even looking at trends anymore. You're just a war researcher now.
No, this was so I was actually in the daily search trends. I went over to real-time search trends, tabbed over. This is a little bit more. This is some other shit. This is some other stuff, like a little bit more. I was looking at celebrities. Mainly this is a celebrity show. We do mostly talk about celebrities.
Sports and celebrities.
That's kind of true. I don't know.
I'm checking out Twitter trending hashtags and trending searches. You think that's it?
Yeah.
Here's what we got going, but that's also curated to me, I think, a little bit. At least it's definitely geographically linked to me, but I'm not sure what else. So, yeah, The Batman's trending. Actually, that's promoted by The Batman. So I don't know if nobody really gives a shit about The Batman.
We can't. At least we know it's promoted,
We got Vanessa trending for some reason.
Good name.
Love is Blind hosts Nick and Vanessa Lachey call out the shape. This is...
Okay, yeah. I know the show. I don't know what happened with them, but...
Here's what's trending.
That's just a show. Everyone watched. Love is Blind. We all watched it. It's entertaining, but it
wasn't that good.
It's just another dating show. I don't know. Like, I'm not really one to... It's fun to have a laugh, but it's kind of, it's of the same cloth as many others.
Also trending, Lorde. For some reason, the top thing that I'm seeing in Lorde, the top tweet, was that Lorde has donated her entire earnings from January and February of this year to the Greenpeace Fund. Solar, because their album's called Solar Power. What? Her $5 donation will get put to... Wait. Oh, this is a joke.
What the fuck?
This is like a joke tweet.
That's kind of the trouble with using Twitter.
Dude, nobody's earnest. Everyone's sarcastic.
Everyone's fucking clowning anymore.
That is a good tweet, though. I'll give him that. She's decided to
Read
donate
it,
both.
Read it again, like with some comments.
I'll do it. Yeah, here you go. Lord has donated her entire earnings from January and February of 2022 to the Greenpeace Fund in accordance with the theme of her latest album, Solar Power. Her $5 donation will be put to good use to preserve the wildlife and come. Yeah, whatever. It's just basically like, nobody liked that album.
Let me hear. This is my impression of Lord giving him $5. Hey, it's me, Lord. Hey, it's me, Lord. Here's a £5. Here's a quid. Like, you gotta do the New Zealand accent. How do you get there?
You're right, flat white.
A flick.
Give this. What's in money? What's the money?
What's in my wallet?
What's in me pouch?
Wait, I was doing like
I'm a
State Farm
wallaby.
or something. I was doing what's in your wallet. I'm doing Capital One. Never mind. Yeah, Capital One is not one of our sponsors, but we'd love for them to sponsor us.
It's a great card. I have it. I get 1.5% cash back on everything, and in the past 6 months, I've made $200.
Dude, this is actually an ad for Capital One we're doing here.
Please sponsor me, and if you hear this, bump up my card to like 2.5% cash back, because that'd be even cooler.
I think they are listening. I'm pretty sure they're a fan.
Gas prices are out the fucks. I mean, I can't even speak correctly because the gas prices are so crazy. I was actually thinking about like topping off my tank because I'm like, dude, like, I can't be paying these prices. Like, I mean,
someone was talking to me about this the other day, and they were like asking me if gas was expensive in Florida. I was like, I think so, and I like told them like it was like $10 more to fill my tank, and they're like, well, how many gallons is your car? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, you can just look at the other number on the gas pump, and it'll say how many gallons you've pumped out.
right.
Each time you buy the gas, you see the price, and then there's like the amount of gallons you got.
Yeah.
I've never noticed what the other.
You never looked at those?
I only look at the price.
It just says gallon, and then it just shows you how many gallons you pumped. Yeah, so
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I realize how dumb it is that I've never like cared what the fuck that number is referring to. That's just like information that I'm like, I don't care about that.
That is very useful information, and honestly, it's kind of silly that you just look past that for all these years.
It looked like abstract numbers, like just like.
I will say that I do notice it, but like, to be honest, I don't know how big my tank is. Like what? Like I think it's like maybe 14 gallons. Is that?
It's probably 17 because you have a
Okay.
Camry.
Yeah. So I don't even
A little
know.
bit more.
You guys know the difference between like gas if you pay with cash or if you pay with card?
No. I'm just saying that I've never realized that underneath the price when you're pumping gas, there's also a little thing counting up the gallons you've bought.
Yeah.
Never even glanced at that number in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that we told exact.
Yes, I mean, there might be people out there that also are in the same boat. I don't think so. I actually think maybe I might be one of the only people in that boat. Might be a pretty small boat.
You just Google it, dude. It's like you don't need to know how much. Like you look it up. You know what I mean? Like you could Google your fucking car or whatever. But I mean, I'm not going to be driving the damn thing if these gas prices keep going up. I mean, I haven't seen prices like this since Kennedy was in office, right?
He was a good man.
I was gonna try to do a Kennedy impression of like I don't really know like.
Oh, gas prices.
Okay, that was that. Okay, that was it.
I just know Conan.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm referencing to.
No, Conan always says this. Also in the news, I'm doing a drama alert impression. The Constitution is what people are tweeting about. Any thoughts on the Constitution?
The Constitution. I can't talk about that. No.
I don't know why it's in the news. All right.
Well, you know it's there now if you want to check it out for yourself. That's not what this is about. Let's get into dude, the news is just so... This is why nobody knows what's happening. Like, there's so much information, but I feel like I'm finding nothing. Is that just the internet?
I think most people's interaction through the internet now is just through either like one of their social media feeds. Like the way that we're surfing the web right now is probably not what a lot of people do. I don't think. Like, is there anybody that just surfs the web, grabs their boogie board, and heads out in the waves?
So I think I used to do that when I was a young whippersnapper, but not really anymore.
What do you do with her snapper?
I usually stick to like, I'll stay on YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube seems to have the most updated information put in like a nice 2-minute video, so I don't have to read because I'm not the best reader.
Speaking of gas prices, this day in 1902, the American Automobile Association was founded in the city of Chicago. That's really interesting how it's the Windy City. Let's go. What else we got here? 1861, Abraham Lincoln is inaugurated as 16th U.S. president. Are we pro Lincoln or are we post?
I'm pro Lincoln.
Are you pro Lincoln around right now?
The head of the UN atomic watchdog says there was no release of radioactive material after the projectile hit the building at the plant facility.
Radioactive.
Russian forces at the Ukraine attack and seize Europe's largest nuclear power plant. Sorry, that was the headline. I read like the underline first.
Today, Junior.
That's ableist. Russian forces in Ukraine attack and seize... I think we can talk about this, right? Like,
Absolutely.
who attacks a nuclear power plant? They're trying to blow it up?
They don't know what they're doing. I swear to God, dude. People are just fucking throwing out... Just throwing hands without any fucking... Oh, now everyone's laughing at me. It's been a while since I podcast. I'm a little slow. But no, I mean, it seems malicious. I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm an authority to talk about this.
I thought you don't know much about nuclear fusion or nuclear, like, safety of nuclear power plants.
I like their early shit. But I kind of fell off for like I can't confidently speak about it at this time anymore.
True.
It's crazy. That's all I can say. I don't know like what.
But like you're shooting like a fucking rocket launcher at a nuclear power plant. You're close enough that if it blows up, you're dead too. Like these guys realize that, right? Or if you shoot a rocket at a nuclear power plant. Are you going to set off a chain of events that leads to a nuclear explosion? Or is that something that you need?
Or do they have that shit? Like,
I guess it would just be like exploding all of the things that are around it, which are then radioactive, and then spreading radioactive material around, right? It's not necessarily a nuclear explosion.
I really don't know how a nuclear power plant works, but I feel like really anything could happen if you're shooting rockets at a fucking nuclear power plant.
I mean, I think honestly, you'd probably be breathing in the chemicals, you know.
Is that a radioactive? Yeah. Okay, that's good. No, I mean, I can't speak with too much confidence or authority on radioactivity. I personally use Spotify. I don't really know what they have going on, like FM, like Kiss FM, I think's out there, still doing their thing.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, shit, just keep on fucking trying to be a good human. I think that's all you can do at this point. I mean, offer assistance if you can. I don't know. I feel like who know? We could maybe offer some. If anyone can offer us the name of a good organization to donate to, I mean, I'd be willing to. But then it's like the thing, like, and I didn't want to get into this, but we're getting into it. So this goes back to the thing, like, okay, there's probably a million things I could. Are you playing me off?
No, I was actually trying to find like some like cool beat because you kind of give me.
You were like playing me off the stage, like at the Oscars.
Nah, it did sound like that. No, I was trying to give you a cool.
I needed it though.
You sounded like a Gary Vee type speech, so I was trying to give you, like, you know what? I'm just trying to be a human, and a lot of times I'm just like the guy out there. You know what I mean? And you gotta fucking hustle.
That is true. You do need to hustle. And here's a little factoid for you. Would you believe U.S. President Zachary Taylor delays his swearing in an inauguration ceremony for one day due to religious reasons, rising to the false belief by some that Senator David Atchison, president pro tempore, technically assumed the... What the fuck?
You just read this because it's close to your name, right?
Yeah.
Zach's name is Zachary Tyler.
1849.
Middle name is Tyler.
Well, 18. Wait, that's when he was. No, I think he was.
I'm sorry about that, everyone. I didn't know what was going on. I still don't understand that, but I'm just gonna move on. I think we wrap it.
No, wait. How long have we been going? Hold on. I think you have to at least be like, oh shit. I'm clicking all over. We need to go for like 15 more minutes.
Is that a normal amount?
I don't know. At least 45 minutes.
I mean, what else can we talk about? There's a million things that we could talk about. I mean, Euphoria. You loved the ending. It was so crazy. Are you caught up?
No, I didn't watch any of season 2.
You know, I think that's the only kind of like stuff we need to like. That's our lane, right? Like when we start talking about war,
I think war is our lane.
Me off. This is like it's like I swear. Whenever we originally came back, we started talking about Trump, and then we had to go off the air for a long time. You know, what happened in the good old days? Whenever like
we were just talking sports.
I guess you're right. Let's just get back into the sports. What's that cricket guy's name again?
Shane Warne.
Let's just get back to people being nicknamed cricket. That was. I mean, I will say it is interesting because these sanctions have gone into. So the sanctions have gone into play, and like they've shut down banks, right? Like bank connectivity to Russia.
I thought this. I didn't know you were actually going to start talking about it. I just thought you wanted to jump back into the war as a joke. All right, yeah.
No, but I was because like this is where like kind of crypto comes into play because it's like people still have access to crypto if they're decentralized, right? So that's like an interesting thing to think about. Just because I've recently been.
Yeah, no, it is cool.
I just recently got into crypto myself, so it's an interesting thing to think about. But is that even... I don't even know what, like, sanctions... Are they doing anything? I don't think so, right?
I think they do. I mean, it cuts off trade from most other countries, so if, like, Russia doesn't have, like, a thing, then they have to somehow make it themselves or, like, deal without it.
I just don't know...
I think it's to make...
It's so big that it's just crazy to imagine. You know what I mean? Like how much speculation there is. Like
this is just a reminder. This is coming from people who do the bare minimum exposure to like what's going on. Like I feel like I've watched maybe like a half hour of content on YouTube to like brief me of what's going on.
I also think they're not just trying to make
it hard for Putin, but they're trying to turn the Russian people on Putin by implementing these sanctions. Like, making things more expensive makes people in opposition to the war because they see the effects it has on them as Russian citizens. Don't you agree?
I think yes.
Not just the Russians, but also the people.
I concur.
Yeah, no.
They're just making it really hard for people to use their currency just because, like, Visa and MasterCard and, like, Apple Pay and all those other sort of, like...
Capital One.
Well, yeah, I believe that's MasterCard, but yeah. But they... all those people with, like, 1.5% rewards, like, cash back, they're not able to use that because the sanctions, like, cut them off. So that's why everyone's trying to draw out money from the banks, and there's the long lines at the banks because everyone wants to get their cash. But
I mean, yeah, I get that it's doing something. I just in the big picture, I just it's hard to imagine. So it's I don't know. I just wanted to talk about crypto. If anyone
He's actually trying to talk about crypto because he owns a lot of it now, and if more people get into it, then his crypto will be more valuable.
Like, I think Polygon is extremely undervalued right now. I think you're stupid not to buy in.
One thing that has been in my like orbit of like whatever the algorithm feeds me is that thing about Elon Musk's internet being sent to the fucking Ukrainians.
That's the one.
Yeah, for some reason I had it. The country started with a Q, and I was like, quinoa.
How many? I mean, how?
The whole thing. We just keep saying quinoa. We're really sad about what's going on in quinoa right now.
I mean, can Boston Dynamics not send in a couple of their robos?
A couple of big dogs are just trotting around the streets there.
Like some straight Black Mirror shit.
I'm just kidding. I didn't see that. I made that up. That sound real? That sounded like that was like me saying it from a place of authority. I was just joking.
I have no idea what you said, but
no. Didn't you hear about Elon Musk's internet?
I didn't. No, this is news to me.
So here's what I got. And look, you can't depend on me, but basically communication's important, and Russia's going to shut down all of their like infrastructure so they can't communicate. Elon Musk has this new internet that's a bunch of satellites orbiting the Earth, and it's called Starlink. Sorry, and you have like a receiver on Earth, and so basically you can't shut down the internet. If somebody has this thing, it's like this internet can only be attacked if like Russia starts bombing the satellites. You know what I mean? So no matter what, the Ukraine people, if they have the Starlink device and Starlink's working under the right, I've heard Starlink has like bad service if you're like under a tree. You have to actually get this motherfucker up pretty high sometimes because it can't have any obstructions. So that is not great, but it is really good internet if they're in the right conditions. And Elon Musk donated a bunch of shit for the Ukraine to have it. I don't know how it's working. I haven't checked in on it to see if it's actually like being practical in the field right now.
Thing is, it's definitely still like in its beta version because they have to keep putting out more satellites for it to become more effective, because the more satellites you have a line of sight with, the stronger the signal would be, which right now I'm sure is pretty weak, but it would make sense that he's trying to help out those that need it the most and kind of targeting that area. But probably within our decade, we'll have pretty solid like 5G speeds anywhere we go, which will be nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of betas, what's with U.S. not going in there and just fucking shit up? Let's go.
America, fuck yeah. Time to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
I didn't hear what you said, actually. Can you repeat it?
I said, speaking of all these betas, how come U.S. didn't just alpha up and just get in there? No, I mean, I'm sorry you guys are listening to this. If you're still here with us,
You know there's some kid fresh out of high school just itching to kill some motherfuckers.
God, that's true. That's kind of undeniable.
This is Kid Rock's new single, We the People.
And all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill!
I mean, it's obviously anti-mask.
Fauci? Oh my god.
This
is insane, I love it.
We got to get to the chorus. Have you heard this?
Damn, it's coming.
So he starts telling me this more good shit.
Please.
That was Kid Rock's new song, We the People.
I mean, I'm more of a Ball with the Ball guy myself, but We the People's a cool. It has some cool parts. I don't know.
I don't know if you could do you think it was clear to the audience what the lyrics were?
I mean, if you know, you've heard the song.
We the People. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, there's a lot of Brandons.
You know what though? Here's Elon Musk tweeted, important warning. He just said this yesterday. Important warning. Starlink is the only non-Russian communication system still working in some parts of Ukraine. So the probability of being targeted is high. Please use with caution. How do you like my Elon Musk impression?
I fucking hated it.
You don't think
That's pretty good.
that was not bad? I could get better.
Okay, let me do my impression.
You want to hear? We want to read the quote?
Yeah.
Here's the tweet.
Important warning. No, I kind of fell off Elon when he got divorced from Grimes.
No, but Kyle's been telling me lately, like, I've been too hard on Elon. Like, everyone's been too hard on Elon.
Really?
He donated what? $6 billion to end world hunger, and he broke up with Grimes. He's done this satellite thing. He's been in his emo phase.
I mean, him and Grimes were never gonna last. That was kind of like just like a power move, like on both of their ends.
I think so. I mean, they had a baby, right?
Yeah, like as like a publicity stunt, right?
I don't know. I think Grimes she just liked the idea of it, you know, of like having Elon Musk's baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I can kind of see where she's coming from. No, I don't know. I'm just talking shit. That's what I'm doing today. That's kind of my new role on this fucking bot. I'm trying to find my place. I think it's just talking shit is where I'm at.
So
Inflation's up like the minimum wage, so it's all the same. Ain't it a damn thing changed?
should we wrap it up?
Let's just wrap it up with the fact that you are strong, you are worthy, you have the ability to change your perception.
Wow.
Yeah, I just kind of want to leave you with a little bit of a food for thought. So, thank you for allowing me to spend this time with you. It's your choice. So, we the people.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you next, I don't know, time.
Yeah.
I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, you can call me up, call me up. A night walks down the street in a strange world.